Hey, so I've been doing a lot today and I haven't moved that much. This is my second time going out for a walk today and it's like 2 something. At this point it's like 3. I've done a lot of things that I didn't want to do. I'll just leave them at adulting things. Right before this, I gathered some questions off of online, thanks to Google. So I have 10 questions that I'm gonna answer. So the first question is, how do you spend your free time? I found this one funny. I have a lot of free time right now. I like to spend it going on walks like this, watching YouTube videos, apparently making YouTube videos when I'm in the mood to. That's a little kept secret that a lot of people here that I'm living with currently don't know about, because I started it. Okay, so I started YouTube, making videos for YouTube. So I started YouTube in 2020 when the pandemic hit the United States. Everybody was in quarantine lockdown. Everybody was home. And I just needed stuff to do. So I was just filming YouTube videos and posting it, sharing them to people so people could watch what I do on a regular basis. And I basically taught myself how to film, like on my phone, like short clips and stuff. And so I taught myself how to film and then edit through my clips. Like I did this I don't know why. I just learned it by myself all the time. What's my favorite hobby? I'm like, I don't know. So I don't know if I want to start telling people that I like to create YouTube videos. But I do that. So I've been creating them since like 3 years ago. But the funny thing is, I go back and want to watch my older clips, and it's so funny to see where I've been to where I'm at now. Do you enjoy your parents' company? Well, I love my parents. I really do. Yeah. So I'm very close with my family. Really close with my parents. But I miss my parents. So yeah. I'm very close with my parents' company. Of course I enjoy my parents' company. I call my mom on a regular basis. Have I ever received a surprise party? Yes. In my mind, 2. I've had 2 surprise parties in my life. One when I turned 10 years old, and one when I turned 21 years old. I guess this is going to be questions with long story answers, because I want to tell you a story about that. So when I was 10, I was like, I don't know. I was more scared. I don't think my mom was supposed to stay. I mean, I don't know. I'm like, Mom, don't leave me. Because I was 10, and you have 8 or 9 other 10-year-olds jumping up saying, surprise, happy birthday. And I'm like, what is going on? I'm scared of everything. But then the other time, I was 21. So I was turning 21. So I was about to turn 21. I was in college in Bend, Oregon. And my roommates at the time decided to throw a surprise dinner where this was fun because some people knew about, some people didn't. Some people who were invited to the surprise party didn't know it was a surprise party because I invited them. So that was fun. That was an interesting one. So I did that. And so I invited my friends for a casual dinner at my aunt's house, my aunt and uncle's house, because they also live in where I went to school. So I invited them, and then my roommates threw the surprise party and invited more people. So what happened was I showed up with the people. They were surprised about the surprise party that they were also invited to. I found that kind of funny. So that was cool. And I was obviously surprised. I was like, ah! And then I went home. So, for the weekend. So, yeah. It instantly calms you down. That's a great question that I do not have the answer to. Because I'm working on stuff with my therapist right now, and there's a lot of times that I get like ramped up and I get all overwhelmed and I can't do it anymore. So I wish I had an answer to that, but unfortunately I do not. I wish I had an answer to that one. What is your favorite car? Well, in my lifespan of driving, I started driving when I was 16, 17. And then I got my license at 17, almost 18. I've had three. I've driven like 3 to 4 cars. Two cars which I have which were like my cars. So the first car that I had, it was a Mazda. I probably have done a lot of drive with me in my Mazdas too. I loved that car when I had it. It was a good car for me. I drove it a lot to and from school, so it was nice. I got it used. It was a 2014 Mazda CX-5. I loved that one, but unfortunately,
one tragic day in, I think it was 2020, I got in a car accident and it totaled that car. So that car no longer existed after October of 2020.
End of 2020, beginning of 2021, I got another car, which is the car I have now, which is a Subaru Crosstrek, and it's a 2018. I love that one. I just like it. My favorite though, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It feels like, I don't know a lot about cars, but if I have a car, I know what type it is. I know but other than that, knowing what type of cars I drive or have driven, I don't know anything about cars. But I like the car I have currently. It's a Subaru. What music affects my mood? Like in a good way. Affects my mood. Gives me more energy. I need to start listening to more of it because my mood's been kind of down lately. But I like worship music. And like worship music is my top genre, and it does affect my mood in a good way. It makes me feel a little bit happier and less down. But again, I wouldn't say I'm the happiest person right now. I think we go this way. How would I like to spend my birthday? Well, as I got older, the more I was like not excited to get older, I guess. Like, I just was not, like, I was nuts. My birthday was in November, so I just had my birthday like 3 months ago or something. I wasn't happy about it at all. I was not. But ideally, how I want to spend my birthday I'm probably with family or something, or close friends. But the thing is, my close friends are all over the place right now, so I don't even know where they are at this point. I mean, I do know where they are, and I know what they're doing, kinda, but once you get older, you just start moving on with your life. Do you play any indoor games? Well, define games. I like board games, card games, board games. I just like games, not like video games, but just like games that you can play with other people that aren't video games. Yeah. Rummy Cube is a favorite of mine. I haven't played that in a while, but I need to start playing that one again. That's a cube game, tile game. Sorry, not cube, like Rummy Cube, but it's basically a tile game. And then card games, I like a card game. I think I said this in before in one of my videos. I like to play 9, which is a card game. Phase 10 is a card game. How is my relationship with my family? Well, I talked about my parents earlier. Love my parents. They're great people. My family's all over the country right now. So, like, I text them occasionally. I don't text usually. Like, I've been really bad with texting lately with at least family members. Like, some people I text on a regular basis, but like when I reach out to my family, it's usually in the family group chat or something. I'm like, hi, how's everybody doing? More people are like talking about something, and the other day people were talking about a football game, and I was just so irritated. I turned my notifications off for that group chat because I was like, I don't want to. I'm not a football person either, so I'm like, I'm not going to deal with it. I just can't deal with people right now. So I had to turn it off for a second. But I can say I want to be closer to my family as a whole. But it's hard when you're in Idaho and everybody else is not in the same state as you. So, yeah. How do you drink your coffee, basically? Well, I used to not like coffee. But then I learned to like coffee if you put like cream and sugar in it or something. I don't like plain like dark coffee. So when every single time I go to a coffee shop, I'll just like make sure it has some cream and sugar in it, like something like that. And I learned that when it was really cold, I got some coffee, like hot coffee, but I cannot stand hot coffee because it's too hot, and then I forget about it, and then it just goes cold. So I prefer a cold coffee, so I just order iced coffees every single time I order a coffee. So, which is hard because there's like 6 different coffee shops in walking distance from our house, and so okay, so that was it with the questions. So that's how things are going. And I'm so freaking brained out. So I'm gonna go on a walk, and cars are so loud over here. Oh my gosh. Ask me actually. Cars are so freaking loud. What's the word? And oh my gosh, there's people everywhere. Like a cube.